The height of relaxation, Daredevil balances one-legged as he does yoga on a rope 1,000 feet above Moscow streets after record-breaking crossing. German Friedrich Kuhn was part of a group of 7 to cross between Oko Tower and Neva Towers in Russia. The group completed the Guinness World Record for the highest urban highline ever walked on September 7. The next day Mr. Kuhn practiced yoga 1,148 feet in the air, filming the feat 100 feet higher than London's Shard. Henry Martin from Isle Online published, 12:05 British Summer Time, the 10th of October 2019. Updated, 14:19 British Summer Time, the 10th of October 2019. Advertisement. A Slackliner practiced his yoga and interviewed himself with a selfie stick 1,148 feet above the streets of Moscow after he smashed the world record for the highest urban highline crossed. 7 athletes from Russia, Germany, France and Canada walked for 700 feet between the Oko Tower, the second tallest building in Europe, and the Neva Towers, still under construction and set to become the tallest buildings in the continent. On September 7, German Friedrich Kuhn, one of the group to smash the Guinness World Record for the highest urban highline ever walked, filmed the incredible feat with his selfie stick. The following day, he practiced a series of yoga positions as he hung on the slack line above the Russian capital, 100 feet higher than London's Shard. Focus. I wanted to capture some of the incredible exposure that I felt while I was walking on the highest line that has ever been walked between 2 buildings, said Friedrich Kuhn. Pictured in Moscow, Mr. Kuhn interviewed himself with a selfie stick as he hung in the air between the Oko Tower, the second tallest building in Europe, and the Neva Towers. The successful world record attempt, organized by Anna Vlasova of Slackline Tribe, was made in the Moscow business district on the 872nd anniversary of the founding of Russia's capital city. Warrior post. Friedrich Kuhn practicing his yoga 1,148 feet in the air above the streets of Moscow, Russia. In September, Mr. Kuhn said, I don't normally film myself with a selfie stick while I am on a rope, but on this one I couldn't help myself. I wanted to capture some of the incredible exposure that I felt while I was walking on the highest line that has ever been walked between 2 buildings. It was an experience that I wouldn't have been able to properly describe with words. The previous record for the highest urban highlining was held by German slackliner Alexander Schultz, who walked at 807 feet 246 meters over Mexico City in 2016. While speaking to the camera on the rope, Mr. Kuhn said, I am extremely grateful and happy that I can get on this line, thanks to the amazing Slackline Tribe Moscow, who have worked hard to get the permissions for this. I cannot help but be reminded of Man on Wire, the documentary about Philippe Petit, who walked a wire between the World Trade Center. Mr. Kuhn, pictured, achieved the feat along with Russians Alexander Gribanov, Maxim Kagan, Vladimir Murzaev, Gennady Skripko, Canadian Mia Noblet, and Nathan Pauling. From France, athletes from Russia, Germany, France and Canada walked at a nauseating height of 1,140 feet, 100 feet higher than London's Shard. The group smashed the previous record by 330 feet. Pictured, Gennady Skripko in Moscow. Foggy conditions are seen during the walk between 2 of Moscow's tallest buildings. Kuhn achieved the feat along with Russians Alexander Gribanov, Maxim Kagan, Vladimir Murzaev, Gennady Skripko, Canadian Mia Noblet, and Nathan Pauling. From France, the attempt, organized by Anna Vlasova of Slackline Tribe, was made in the Moscow business district on the 872nd anniversary of the founding of Russia's capital city. Russian photographer Sergei Shakuto, who captured some stunning snapshots of the Daredevils balancing on the rope, said, it was an almost impossible event, because in Russia it is incredibly